Testing. Alright, okay, not too bad. What's wrong with this at 6:10? 16? Took a few minutes to get the audio working, so we'll have a pretty decent pregame show, and we'll be ready at 5 for opening puck drop. That's when the game will start. That's when the puck will drop for the Philadelphia Falcons and the Columbus SIHL. Glad to have you tuning in. Here we are at Liberty Bell Arena. So this is the home of the Philadelphia Falcons. They are 1-0-1. This is only their third game of the season. Going to be a 3-game set. All against between the Philadelphia Falcons and the Columbus SIHL at Liberty Bell Arena. We're coming game one of the first of a 3-game set. May cover game 3 too. We will see. I don't have schedules beyond today. Last of my schedule tomorrow morning. Gonna rewrite the next week. But glad to have you tuning in here to the SIHL TV and Radio Network. So the Columbus SIHL and the Philadelphia Falcons here for August 21st. The right date? August 21st. Glad to have you tuning in. Let's take a look at some scores around the league from last night. So, yeah, we got these games have been logged finally, but tonight I will log all these. I'll log a lot of games. So yeah, we're gonna focus mainly on yesterday. So yesterday, with the Freight Train defeat the Blast 5-3, that was a game I covered. Let's go Freight Train. Very happy about that. Atlanta's one of the best teams in the league, 4-0-1. Really good for your first 5 games. Really good start for the Freight Train. Baltimore had some good moments, but they ended up losing 5-3 to the Freight Train. And Atlanta's at 4-0-1 right now. Baltimore's 2-0. Other notable games, which LA Monsters defeating the Vancouver Vikings 4-3, as LA moves to a winning record of 3-2-0. Meanwhile, the Vancouver Vikings moved to a record of 2-3-0. So then we're just going down the list. Yesterday, the Washington Monuments beating the Miami Vipers 4-0. So yeah, they haven't lost a game yet. So I guess that is a notable game. And the Miami Vipers have not won a game yet. They're 0-3-1. Same thing here. Orlando 0-5 start the year. And the Louisville Lions are 4-0 with a 3-1 win over the Orlando Ocean. Orlando can't score. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. They just can't score. So then we move to the Seattle Stingrays and the San Diego Sharpshooters. In Seattle, 4-1 win for the Seattle Stingrays. And the record's 3-1. Meanwhile, San Diego moves to 2-3-1. Final game. Not the final game chronologically, but the final game on the list here for yesterday is a 3-2 overtime win in a matchup between the Boston Heroes and the Rhode Island Steamboats. Boston able to win in overtime, 3-2 to defeat Rhode Island. And Boston, again, they have a perfect record so far, 4-0. And meanwhile, the Rhode Island Steamboats moved to 2-1. So tonight, the Columbus SIHL and the Philadelphia Falcons in Philadelphia. 3-1-0 is the Columbus SIHL. Philadelphia only playing their third game with a record of 1-0-1. That overtime loss being, if we go back, where are we going? Philly. Right here, 1-0 overtime loss to the New Orleans Crusaders, and their other one was the big 7-1 victory they had the very next day. And then they've had quite a bit of a break, as now they're back, and they're going to be playing the Columbus SIHL here on a Friday night. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup between these two. And then looking ahead for tomorrow and onwards, let's take a look at the schedule. Well, we'll want the box scores, so you can see all the teams, all the games, all at once. So yeah, this is your games for tomorrow. Tomorrow and Sunday are going to be packed. Yep. Monday not as much. So yeah, this is more like what you would expect your average Saturday and Sunday in the SIHL to be. Stuff like this. A lot of games, a lot going on. Don't have exact times written or anything, but this is what we got ahead of us for the next 2 days in the SIHL. A lot of games. We're looking to do back-to-back doubleheaders. I will see what I can come up with. based on schedules, because I gotta schedule all these, have a time slot for them, and I always stagger them out. Probably tomorrow we're gonna start probably real early, 11:30, noon, 12:30, something like that, and we're not gonna end until like midnight. We're gonna go till midnight. Games going on. Well, obviously, we're gonna pick out two that we will cover on the channel. But like in this league, this universe, there's gonna be games going on from about noon till about midnight, 12 hours. Same on Sunday. Same old. No, Alaska, their only game in this weekend stretch will be your road game against SIHL, so we won't have any really late starts. And the latest start will be obviously your 10:30 starts. That's about it. Or if you have a delay, you might have a real late start. We do not know yet. Portland playing at home. I believe that's their first home game. Not 100% sure. Just looking at games here, Rhode Island, Orca would be good. Quebec City and Boston would be great. There's a lot of great options here. Philadelphia and Columbus, they're playing a 3-game set. This would be game 3. Yeah, this would be game 3. Could cover it. We will see what I decide to cover. So Winnipeg and Calgary, Toronto and Houston, Louisville and New Orleans. Let's look at tomorrow's matchups. Yeah, okay, so back-to-back between Boston and Quebec. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of Minnesota and Kansas City playing a back-to-back as well. So LA and Vancouver, they're not necessarily playing back-to-back because there was a day in between. So they played yesterday. No, they played Wednesday, and they're doing a rematch today. And it's the same old. Played Wednesday, and they're playing again tomorrow. Seattle and San Diego, they play tomorrow. They have a game tomorrow. I don't know what I want to cover. That's kind of... Yeah, both those teams are off. Rhode Island, New York is the one that I have my eyes on. And it's a back-to-back as well. They play both tomorrow and Sunday. I don't know what I'll cover. And then if we take a brief look ahead into Monday, we still have over 12 minutes. So this is your slot for Monday. Again, that's a 3-game series. Whew. We're doing it like baseball, I guess. Toronto and Houston, San Diego and Las Vegas. All these would be great matchups. LA and Vancouver. It would be great, just I would have to... I don't like... With my schedule, I don't know how that's going to work. Probably Friday's going to be the off day next week. The end of next week's weird. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I'll get to it when I come to it. Yep, I got to get my wisdom teeth pulled. It's kind of the big thing, so Friday's going to be an obvious off. Those days I'm going to be recovering. I may do a broadcast, but I may either do no audio or do the in-game broadcasting and just cover the intermission. Something like that. I've done that before. I might do something like that, but we will see. Well, I'm a little unsure how I'm going to handle all that. We have New York but this is in this Tuesday slot. I think it's probably going to be the game that gets shown. Nothing scheduled officially, just a raw look. It's one of these two. One of these two for sure. I probably could get one if I can get an early start, like in that between 9 and 9:30. If I can get to start that early, I probably could do it. San Diego and LA. Then this would be Wednesday. Well, okay, Wednesday is packed. Yeah, these things, they're all going to start at the same time. Between 6 and 8, most of them will. But there's multiple great matchups here. Washington and Miami, Alaska and LA, that would be a fantastic one. So we have time, why not? Look at these. It's Portland, Seattle. Some fun matchup. Boston, Rhode Island, perfect matchup. You don't really get that. It's not really possible. So this would be a great one. Alright. And then... So then there's going to be some more. There's Vancouver and Las Vegas. These would all be great. Baltimore, Louisville. I know Columbus. Probably the ones I'm eyeing would be New York. The Battle of New York. New Orleans and Atlanta. That would be an interesting one. Or Boston Red Knight. One of these three probably. Showing this is this is Wednesday. Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and this is Thursday. Okay, Thursday. Friday is big. Friday is gonna be the off day, so this will just be Saturday slot, and then I'm just broadcasting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be broadcasting anything, or if I do, I won't be. Probably won't hear my voice for at least Saturday. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. But right now, focused on tonight, focused on Columbus Jail and the Philadelphia Falcons. Definitely me looking quite a bit into the future there for next week. So then, we still have quite a bit of time. And we'll use that time to a little bit of food to eat, so. Good. I'm just eating some of this so you don't have to hear me chewing as much. I'll eat all the loud foods now so I can get them out of the way. This is my dinner. This is some good dinner. It's a piece of toast. I know you're listening to me eat a piece of toast, but again, opening puck drops not until 6:35, so if you don't want to hear my ramble, you can leave and come back. Are you sure your 6:35 will be on the dot, ready to go? I'm having some sausage. They're really good. Can't take a look at the. Just a real quick look at the North Division. No, yeah, that's not the North. They're not correct. Okay, here's the North Division. I know it says Mountain Division, but ignore that. This is the North Division. So in the North Division, Boston's on top. Yeah, they're doing really good. 4-0. Quebec City Royals right behind them. Teams we're going to be looking at going to be the Columbus Show. They're really good right now, 3-1-0. Philadelphia at 6. So there's a bit of a gap. But in reality, the point gap, it is significant at this point. It's a 3-point gap between the Columbus Chill and the Philadelphia Falcons, who are both. Philadelphia Falcons are 5 points back of first, and the Columbus Chill are just 2 points back of tying first. And so Boston, they're led by. At this point, they're a game ahead of the Quebec City Royals and Columbus, New York Eagles, and the Toronto Titans are the worst. I have a feeling like right around Philadelphia and above, that would be about where the playoff line will be. I don't know how far down it'll go. Let's see, because As far as I know, it doesn't have to be 4-4. As far as I know, it doesn't have to be 4-4. And just for funsies, let's take a look at the South. And then we'll go through the rosters and stuff. So yeah, Atlanta, we lead. We're leading. I see we because that's the team I cheer for. That's my favorite team. I love to see it. This is so much better than we were middle of the pack. We were right around where Baltimore and New Orleans is. But it was a great start to the year. Great start. I love to see it. Teams are having it rough. Orlando and Miami. Big struggles. Both have no wins. Anybody? Let's take a look at the entire league. I want to see how many teams don't have a win yet. Just Orlando and Miami. Everybody else has won a game. Although Toronto just barely gets by. Barely. K-Wings have the worst goals against per game so far to start. He has the best goals for per game. Alaska, the worst is Portland. Okay, who has the best goals against per game? Philadelphia. Which we'll be seeing them. We'll save. I might mention that in the game. Alright. Enough of me yapping. Let's take a look at... I've done it again. Take a look at the starting lineups for the Columbus SIHL and the Philadelphia Falcons. And... we're starting lineup for the Columbus SIHL, starting with the offensive roster. We'll be going to go through them. Jimmy Panarin on left. For your top line, right, Nugent Hopkins in center, Connor Garland in right. Brandon Hagel in left, Athanasiou in center, Andrei Kuzmenko in right. Clem Costin in left for your third line, Sam Hanzik in center, and Matthew Joseph in right. Pontus Holmberg in left, and Ben Myers in center, and Ryan Reeves in right for your bottom line for the Columbus SIHL. Take a look at the Columbus SIHL defense. Your top pairing will be Brady Shea and Rasmus Anderson. So, yep, and then below that you have Derek England and Will Borgen. You have Niels Lundqvist and Jordan Spence. So then we take a look at the Philadelphia lineup. Philadelphia. Oh, yeah, we gotta go quick. So, take a look at the Philadelphia Falcons. They have Chris Kreider, Mason McTavish, and Ryan Hartman. Kreider in left, McTavish in center, and Hartman in right. For your top line, second line will be Andre Palat, Charlie Coyle, and Tyler Johnson. Your third line will be Brandon Tanev, Anders Lee, and Jesse Puljujarvi. Your bottom line will be Kyle McLean, Liam O'Brien, and Anna Gaudette. And for the defense, your top pairing will be Roman Josi and Jay McCabe. Pretty good. Here's Torrey Krug and Ian Cole for your second pairing. Your bottom pairing will be Jacob Middleton and Calvin DeHaan. So take a look at your starting goaltenders. And Nico, Jonas Korpisalo get between the pipes here tonight for Philadelphia. And we move to the Columbus SIHL. We're going to have Joel Blomqvist between the pipes for the Columbus SIHL. I'm Thomas Rose. Glad to have you today. You are listening to the SIHL TV and Radio Network. Let's get this one underway. enjoy the game. Hello and welcome to downtown Philadelphia, the Liberty Bell Arena, home of the Philadelphia Falcons. Sit back and enjoy this one here on a Friday night. I'm glad to have you with us. Jay McCabe, as we're on the Philadelphia Stone. Start off the Philadelphia Falcons wearing their red, black, and white home uniforms. Beautiful trim. Is Romanus able to move with a shot and a save by Joel Blomquist. Chris Carter battled along the wall. Connor Garland took a big hit. Chris Carter around the goal, and he bounced it to his teammate, but Brady Shea steps in. Anderson for the Columbus Shell. Knocked off. Columbus Shell in their white, gray, and black ground uniforms with the gray and black stripes. And we'll have a face-off. So, a big hit on Connor Garland to start off. For you listen radios right along the boards. Garland in the corner, and then he gets it down. While the face-off win, the Philadelphia Falcons win the offensive zone. Shot there, set for the back. Gets skipped up by Anderson along the right wing. Able to get it out. Anderson running over the red line. Panarin able to move on in right to the middle, but it's moved back to the near side. Down low in the corner it goes. Scooped up by Roman Josi. Roman Josi able to get back out to center. Going cross ice on the backhand, back to the forehand, but he lost it. Brady Shea takes it back for the Chill. There comes the Columbus Chill. Brandon Hagel leading the way. Long left wing, but he lost the puck. Hartman got a bit of room. Here he goes, right out into the front with a breakaway on the backhand. Good save, Blomquist. And then right out in front, shot there, saving the corner. Here's Derek Engelland. Over to Connor Garland, Brandon Hagel to feed. The Columbus Chill. Cross ice over there, Andreas Sathan to see you. Good pass in the middle, Brandon Hagel. Feed down low, but didn't work out too well. Brandon Hagel feeding Derek Engelland again. I mean, not much of a passing. Ain't able to work out too well. Here's Mason McTavish over the line. In the middle, but Kuzmenko steals it away. Then to see you able to feed Hagel before taking a hit. Hagel able to move into the offensive zone. The drop-off pass. Will Borga with a shot. No save to the corner it goes. That didn't even hit the net. Cross ice, Kuzmenko top of the right circle. Tried to go back up high at the point, but it went out to center. Will Borgen back of the near wall. Able to pass, but it was blocked off as it goes back into the Philadelphia zone. The Falcons able to get out to center. Here they come. Rod able to dump it in, able to go in quite deep. And then that one back around along the left wing is Matthew Joseph able to chip it in as it skitters his way behind the Philadelphia goal line. And then Trapezoid, the Falcons trying to gain possession out and take it out of their own end, but they end up turning it over. Niels Lundqvist, and he missed. He made a mistake on the play and ends up going all the way down the ice. Jordan Spence able to recover back in his own zone. Bank off the boards. Here comes Niels Lundqvist on the backhand, able to move in right in the middle with a shot, and a nice save of the pad by Eunice Corpusalo. Charlie Cole. Here come the Philadelphia Falcons. Palat able to move in the zone right to the front. Shot there and a save by Blomquist. No, the Cardinal. They don't have a Falcon for the mascot, but they have the next best thing, a Cardinal. Here's Ryan Reeves over the red line, able to pitchfork it in. Goes in deep for the Columbus Shell. Philadelphia able to get back out of their own zone pretty quickly. They move up ice. RV to the front with a snapshot. Easy save, Joel Blomquist. I'm still struggling to say his last name. Blomquist. Pretty big hits here to start early. Orange Lane and just Ryan Hopkins taking the face-off. To the left of Blomquist off all the face-off win. The Philadelphia Falcons win it. Nugent Hopkins in front of his own net. Lewis Anderson able to bounce, think it off the boards. Go to Panarin. Here comes the Columbus Shell over the blue line. Panarin able to move on in. Rosie able to take it away. Here comes Blade back the other way for Philadelphia. Along the right wing down low. Bottom of the circle, moving back to the top of the circle. Yossi is there up high, but it's poked away and goes out to center ice. 10:55 to go in the first, so we're almost halfway through period one, still scoreless. Columbus Joe with only one shot on goal. He came just over the line, but he lost it, and it looks to be like a slashing or hooking of some kind against the Columbus Joe. Connor Garland going off to the box. As we'll see, I didn't initially see the call. Oh, I saw the slash of the hand. I saw his hand. I saw the hand shake. I saw it. So Connor Garland going to the box for a slash of the hand to a Philadelphia player, and we'll have the Falcons on the power play. And the Columbus still able to win it on a penalty kill in their own zone. Will Morgan, Athanasiou, a bit of a battle there. Palafo right out of front with a shot to save. Skipped up back by Athanasiou, try to clear it out. Just barely able to get out to center. Roman Yossi able to gain control in the feed into the hands of Johnson. Tyler Johnson. So the coil lift on it. Andres Athanasiou able to dump it down the ice and will roll its way all the way down. Torrey Crew. Able to feed Palat, able to feed Coyle. Charlie Coyle up the ice. Over the line. Coyle on the back end. Looking for passing lane. Found one. Palat. Johnson in the corner. The drop off Coyle. Roman Yossi shoots the save. Morgan over to Derek England. Back on the far side. Able to clear it down into center. It'll bounce its way as it goes all the way down to the other end of the ice. And the Philadelphia Falcons able to retain possession. Palat. He's alone. He's in with a shot and a save down the corner, but along the boards. Able to kick it to his teammate, Mason McTavish. Corey Krug was there, trying to move to the middle, but he lost the puck in the process. Myers over to Derek England. Able to clear it out to center, but not over the red line, though, as the Philadelphia Falcons regain possession. Ryder, Philadelphia along that red line. McTavish able to move on in. Columbus unable to hold their ground. Shot there to glove save by Blomqvist from a shot in the middle. And this save will have a face-off to Blomqvist's right. Got to have you on the SIHL TV and radio network. 8:58 to go in the first period. Still a scoreless game. Just one shot for the Columbus Joe. 11 shots for Philadelphia. 13 seconds of the power play. I'm just looking to kill it off. Final 9 seconds with one more chance up the ice for Philadelphia. They won't actually get one because time will run out. And we're back to even strength. Here's McTavish over the line in the middle on the back end. Crider right to the front. Couldn't really get much of a shot there. McTavish in the corner. Champ of the crowd here. Anderson along the near boards. Lost control of it, but Columbus still able to regain it in their own zone. Brady Shea feeding Anderson. Columbus still trying to get something going, but struggling to get much play going in the defensive zone. Philadelphia regains it. There's a shot there for the point, and the save to the corner it goes. Chris Kreider unable to hold on to it. Tavish is there, but he can't hold on to it either. And Will Borgen able to come in and find Brady Shea as Columbus Shea finally going to enter the zone. Joseph in the middle tried to do a shot, but there were too many defenders in the way. Here's Liam O'Brien off the bench. Here's Ryan Hartman off the drop-off pass. He's knocked off. McLean steps in, but he can't hold on to it either. Ryan Hopkins corner there, but he's able to get it Anderson before there was too much trouble. Here's Matthew Joseph. The Columbus still really struggling to enter that offensive zone and really get shots on. They get one here. A shot there and a save of the pad by Corpusalo. Adam got it. Cross ice. Oh, he's hit behind the play. Liam O'Brien over the line. O'Brien, it's poked away by Artemi Panarin. Here goes Artemi Panarin. Down the wing. Good pass. Kuzmenko looking for some room. He shoots and he scores! Andrei Kuzmenko able to put one past Eunice Corpusalo. One of the Columbus Shell are on the board. Kuzmenko receives the pass. And then he's almost like he's going to go back up top. But no, he just gets a snapshot there that goes right through the 5-hole of Eunice Corpusalo. Very slick. He did a fake there, and then he actually took the shot. And it's a 1-0 for the Columbus Show, despite them only having 3 shots on goal here in the game so far. On the face-off, the Joe won it. Spence, but he lost it immediately. McLean along the wall. Over to Torrey Krug, is there. Able to move along with a shot there on the save. Jordan Spence took Akers, Liam O'Brien with Torrey Krug. Krug able to move on in, and he scores! Torrey Krug with his first of the season for the Philadelphia Falcons to tie the game at 1. Right between the circles, bounced off the inside of Blomquist's pad and trickles its way through. A lucky bounce gets the Falcons on the board here in the first. And the game's tied at 1. Specifically the inside of his right pad it went off of. Yeah, just a luck thing. O'Brien and McLean the assist for the Philadelphia Falcons. The game tied at 1. 4:25 to go in the first period. Shot there to save. Corpusalo holding on for the whistle. And we'll have a face-off coming to his left. I did get that right. I just guessed, but I got it right. So I couldn't actually see it. Other draw, Charlie Columbus Shell. Connegarone swooping in on the back end with a shot to save with a glove by Minos Corpusalo. Other on Uja Hopkins for the Columbus Shell on the offensive end. Battle for it there. Now to center is Andre Platt and the Philadelphia Falcons. Platt fighting for it, but he can't get it. Garland over there at Debbie Padera. And over the red line, Padera goes. There in the drop off. Knuckles able to rip one glove save. And face off to this time to Corpusalo's right. Overall, the Falcons able to win their own zone. 3:10 to go in the first. Here's Tanner over the line, able to move into the offensive zone, but he's back checked heavily, able to dump it in. Script of it in the trapezoid by Wilborg. The short pass to England. And quick short feed to Brandon Hagel along the left wing. Pass in the middle with Kuzmenko with a shot and a save. No rebound attempt follows. And the Philadelphia Falcons get out to center ice as they regain possession. And they force it up by back of their own end to regroup. McCabe is the one to start it off. Oh, trying to pass to his teammate, but he got hit. Hagel the turnover. Kuzmenko in front and a save. Big save by Unis Corpusalo. Back on the far side is Jesse Puyarvi able to move down the wing. On the left side and try to move to the middle where no lane was available. Get him in the middle right to the front with a shot. Save. To the corner it goes. Wilborg and Columbus back out to center. Columbus really, they have struggled into the offensive zone at points in this first period. But now they're starting to get it moving a bit. And a missed pass caused the puck to go all the way down. Derek England to get it back out of his own zone. Columbus is going to go all the way back down the ice with just 25 seconds in the first. One more chance maybe for the chill. Kuzmenko the toe drag, try to move on in. He gets a shot off and a glove save. Unis Corpusalo on his left side. On the draw, Charlie Cole that wins it in the final seconds in his own zone. And Philadelphia just going to run the clock out here, it looks like. Want one more shot, but he can't even get it. Final seconds will run down, then it'll end period 1 between the Philadelphia Falcons and the Columbus Shell. The game is tied at 1. You are listening to the SIHL TV and radio network. Glad to have you tuning in. Here on the SIHL TV and radio network. First intermission between the Columbus Shell and the Philadelphia Falcons. So the Columbus Shell struggled initially, but then eventually in the final like 5 or 6 minutes or so, started to get going offensively, started to get some shots on net. So but they still have less shots than Philadelphia, who has 14. They have 9. Pretty close game. Columbus with 3 shots, they actually got on the board first, despite Philadelphia already having like 10 or 11 shots at that time. Philadelphia here 19 hits to 14. Columbus winning 7 out of 12 faceoffs. Philadelphia winning the other 5. And the only power play, the Falcons do not score on it. Columbus yet to have their first power play. Pretty close one. Kuzmenko able to put one through. He scored first. And a bit later, Torrey Krug able to put one through. So you're listening to SIHL TV and radio network. Sit back and enjoy this one. Short period 2. Game tied at 1 here on a Friday night in between the Columbus SIHL and the Philadelphia Falcons. Glad to have you with us. Period 2, game tied at 1. Off the face-off, McTavish over the winner for the Philadelphia Falcons, able to move on the left side in the middle of McTavish with a shot there to save. Scoop back up by Anderson, back on the near side. And just Connor Garland there, able to move over the red line with some dashes in it. Beautiful white dashes, look pretty nice on the ice. Panarin behind the goal, back up high, top of the right circle, in the middle, Brady Shea with a shot to save. Back in the far corner, Connor Garland, go back up high, save there. Get some good cycling there. The Philadelphia Falcons regain possession of the ice. Straight McCabe. Tried to get a really good pass there, but it was intercepted. Not exactly what the Falcons wanted. Oh, what a toe drag in front by Nuge. Shot there to save. Rebound, they score! Jimmy Panarin, his first goal this season for the Columbus SIHL. Got his own rebound on the backhand. The SIHL take a 2-1 lead here in Philadelphia. Shot there right in front of Booze Hundred, because Mango gets it along that red line. No, it's Nuge. Nuge Hopkins, then Artemi Panarin. He receives the pass, takes a shot in the forehand right in front of the net, bounces off the pad, and then he's right there and he gets the rebound and he shovels it through. And the SIHL take a 2-1 lead. Nuge and Anderson with the assist. For an angle, top of the left circle, able to move on in with a shot there, saved onto the far side, Roman Yossi. Anthony C on the back end. Pass is intercepted by McCabe, right in the slot. Chris Kreider at center, on the rush with Hartman. Hartman, he's knocked off, and Anderson regains control for the Columbus SIHL, but Kreider regains back in the offensive zone with a shot there to save by Blomqvist for the SIHL. And face off to his left. On the face-off line, Philadelphia wins it. Krug with a shot. He took a big hit, but he got the shot away. Bounced easily off of Blomqvist. Here comes Anthony C. with a long pass to Kuzmenko. And he pins Charlie Coyle against the boards, but the loss ends up, and the puck ends up going down the ice. Oh, a big hit! And when the Falcons lost his stick, down low to Coyle. Knocked off. Andre Kuzmenko gets it back for the Columbus SIHL. Able to get out to center with Tennessee along the right wing. On the back end, but it's poked away back out to the neutral zone with Will Borgen as Columbus SIHL regroup and change lines. So we enter back in with a shot there blocked. And Tyler Johnson for Philadelphia back down the other way. Tyler Johnson passed his own bench. And they're in the zone now with a shot there save. Scooped up along the near corner in the Columbus zone. Will Borgen gets it back, and the SIHL trying to get out of their own end. They're going to go around this Philadelphia defense first. They're able to get around a good chunk of it, but not all of it. As Garland's battling there in the offensive zone. Panarin tried to get one on net, but unable to do so. And Nuge reaches it in the corner. Panarin gets it back. Anderson trying to get a shot off behind the slot. Brady Shea with a shot, and it's blocked by Brandon Tanev. Here's Tyler Johnson along the wing, moving to the middle. Could feed to Middleton with a shot there. And a save off a slap shot to Joel Blomqvist. $13:30 to go in period 2. The Columbus SIHL lead the Philadelphia Falcons 2-1 here on a Friday night. Glad to have you to the end. Of course, some Friday night hockey. Shot there to save down the corner. It's Brady Shea. Over to Elias Anderson. Anderson, sorry, just Matthew Joseph, but too many defenders in the way. But he's forced to the corner, pinned against the wall. But he's able to get it to his teammate. And it back to Joseph on the backhand. Brady Shea and Joseph there. Now Anderson from Costin. Good passing. Hanzik over to Anderson again. Top of the left circle. Moving it back to the middle with Shea. Shot there blocked by Tanev. And Tanev holds onto it and able to go down the ice the other way. Right through the middle. Try to find the open lane. Finds a weak one. Takes a shot. Easy save as it gets it right back. Middleton back up high. Blocked by Joseph. Here comes Hanzik. And looking for an open lane here. But Middleton shuts him down pretty quickly. And it's forced to the corner. But Hanzik able to work it back. Back up high. Lundqvist. Spence. Shot there. Missed the net. Scooped up by Matthew Joseph. And he spins against the wall. In the corner, Middleton. Over to Tanev. Anders Lee knocked off, but already picks up right where he left off. To Yarby on the backhand. Ryder able to get the puck with a shot in the high slot and a save by Blomqvist, holding out for the whistle with 10:26 to go in period 2. So we're just shy of halfway through this one. On a Friday night, Mason McTavish and Myers taking the draw. On the draw, Falcons able to win it. Okay, Rossi up high with a slap shot. That one tipped up higher and over top of the goal. Blomqvist able to get it back for the Columbus show. They go out to center ice. With speed, it's able to be dumped deep in the Philadelphia end. Goes all the way around the boards. Roman Yossi able to retrieve it first. Arming the feed from Yossi. Good cross ice pass. On the left wing. And McCabe the drop off. McCabe tries to spin around. McTavish unable to keep it in. So the Falcons are forced out to center. McTavish tried to work it back in. For the Columbus show defense did a good job at preventing that from happening in the first place. Pontus Holmberg in the way. Trenton takes a slap shot and a glove save. Unis Corpusalo as the chill into the offensive zone. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Unis Corpusalo. Charlie Coyle and Ryan Nugent Hopkins take the draw. 8:48 remaining in the second. 19 shots for Philly, 16 for Columbus. The chill able to win the offensive zone off the face-off win. Shot there. An easy save for Corpusalo. And Falcons having their own end. Plot the feed over to Tyler Johnson. Cross his feet on the near side. Charlie Coyle will stop up. Trying to go right to the front. Johnson the drop off with the backhand. And it turns aside. Plot able to get it back. There's shot from the other side of the net. And say Plot. A lot of bodies in the way. Plot and Panarin. Finding that Plot retrieves it. Back up high. Jay McCabe. The drop off Yossi. Over to Johnson. He shoots and he scores! Tyler Johnson ties the game at 2 for the Falcons. Here in the second. What a wrist shot. That was a super accurate wrister from the Philly captain. Really good tape to tape from the Philly captain Roman Yossi over to Tyler Johnson with one of the most accurate wrist shots I've seen this season. And it beats Joe Blomqvist and the game's tied at 2. On the face-off win, Derek England has the chill win it, and he stops up as McCabe was in the way. Bit of a loose puck ends up in the hands of the Falcons. Plot rushes down the ice, enters the zone, but he's blocked on his way to the net. Along the boards, a lot of bodies battling for that loose puck. Plot battling in the corner. Andre Plot and Derek England able to get over to Andre Kuzmenko. Along the right wing, Kuzmenko trying to find an open lane, toe drag, but he couldn't decide what he wanted to do. And here's Tyler Johnson with some speed. Johnson on a break. Back in to save by Blomqvist. O'Barkin, a long pass over to Kuzmenko. On the forehand, top of the right circle, able to grip one and rip it. And a save as he went down just a bit. And the Falcons have possession again with 5:15 to go in the second. Yossi moving, he shoots, save, Blomqvist. And a face off to Blomqvist right. On the draw, the Columbus still able to win it. It's Brady Shea. The drop-off pass there after a big hit. Anderson in the middle, going tossing the drop-off right in the middle with a shot there. Save to the corner it goes. For Strider. Oh, big hit. Charlotte Coyle along the right wing, trying to move over the line. He crosses right through the middle. He shoots an easy save for Blomqvist down to the corner. It's Hartman as Philadelphia starts pressuring the offensive zone. Davish down on the backhand. Chris Strider is there. A lot of bodies in the way. Blomqvist denies him and he holds on. With a face-off to his right. Mason McTavish, Ryan Nugent Hopkins. On the draw, the Columbus still able to win their own zone. 3:40 with 2 to go in the second. Anderson over the red line. Able to try to cut back in, but he drops it off to Nugent instead. Shot there and a save. Anderson a rebound denied as well. Mason McTavish, 3:14 to go in the period. Ryan Hartman able to find Torrey Krug. Not a Columbus show defenders in his way. Cuts across, but tucked away and it goes behind the goal. Panarin able to work it to his teammate Nugent. Able to find some room. Can he find some more? And he ends up turning it over. Back along the left wing boards. Harmon down the ice once again. He stops the red line. Gets around one defender. Kreider the feed. Kreider lost it. Tried to retrieve it, but Lundqvist is there first. Back down the other way. Here's Artem Panarin. The drop-off pass over to Nuge. And Jamel shot there to save. Pretty close one here in this second period. Harmon, good feed over to Palat. The poke check, but Palat got a back foot. He couldn't get the shot off anyway as it was blocked. Columbus showing on the line change. Philadelphia able to get in the zone. Coyle taken away by Ryan Reeves. Good feed over to Myers. 5 minutes ago, pretty close. It's going to become a real battle. On the back end, up high to Will Borkin. Shot there to save. Torrey Krug. Quite a battle in this second period. We'll have a penalty on the way. Ryan Reeves going to the box. So Ryan Reeves going off. Or is that like an interference call? That's what it looks like to me. Interference, Reeves. Falcons go to the power play. So Philadelphia with a chance to get on the board, which this will extend into the third period. Shot there, score on the first shot of the power play. 3-2 Philadelphia. Anders lead. Nice slot right off the draw. First shot of the face-off. Beats Blomqvist blocker side on the first shot of the power play. We're just between the blocker and the pad. And the Philadelphia Falcons take a very quick power play goal for the Falcons. They laid it 3-2. That was sudden. And yeah, definitely it's been a battle, and the Falcons have finally broken through. Down the corner is Derek England. Battling in the corner, able to kick it to his teammate. And the Columbus still trying to get out of the zone. They're barely able to do so with Kuzmenko in the final seconds. Slap shot save, and that'll do it for period 2 between the Falcons and the Columbus Shell. 40 minutes of intense hockey. The Falcons take a 3-2 lead on the power play. You're listening to the SIHL TV and radio network. Second mission, pretty close one here. Like, it was really intense back and forth battle there between the Philadelphia Falcons and the Columbus Shell. Philadelphia takes a 3-2 lead. Philadelphia, they do tend to lead in more of the stats except face-offs. 1 for 2 on the power play. Columbus hasn't had their power play yet. Philadelphia has been really good at staying out of the box so far. We will see how period 3 goes. I got some pickles I gotta eat, so. And here's some crunching. 3, 2, 1. Been warned. Really good back and forth, and Anders lay right off that face-off. He just, no hesitation. And no, he was very sure of himself. And he pulled the trigger. And it worked out really well for him and his team. So the Philadelphia Falcons, I'm just finishing it. Yeah. So the Philadelphia Falcons, mean, we've really been good about the numbers in this game, although it's been a very tight one. It was slightly in most of the numbers, and the score reflects that pretty well. As they have a slight lead over the Columbus Trail. So that's your intermission. I think that power play lasted 3 seconds because it says 2:03. 3 seconds. Might be one of the quickest power plays I've ever seen. So, Period 3 is on the way. Stick around, you're listening to the SIHL TV and Radio Network. Glad to have you tune in. Period 3, the Philadelphia Falcons and the Columbus Shell. And puck is dropped, and we're going to wait for Period 3. Anders Lee scoring a really fast power play goal just 3 seconds into the power play to give the Philadelphia Falcons a 3-2 lead. Shot there in the glove save in Philadelphia zone. And Korpisalo makes the save for the Falcons. We'll have a whistle. It's going to be to the left of Eunice Korpisalo in the Philadelphia zone. Mason McTavish and Ryan Hopkins, and McTavish able to win it for the Falcons. Here is Yossi able to move through the middle. He's back checked, trying to find but he ended up losing it. Now it's in the hands of Brady Shea, who drops it off to Nugent Hopkins, going down the ice along the right wing. On the back end, good pass to the middle, Panarin able to move with a shot and a save. Really good scoring attempt. Nuge back up high. This time Anderson able to rip one for the point and a save. Yossi able to get out to center for the Falcons. Back checked once again. But feeds McCabe this time with a shot there to save at the corner it goes. Brady Shea able to skip it back up. Grinder got it back. McDavis to the front with a shot and a save. Nugent Hopkins able to find Brady Shea. Brady Shea, you looking for options? And Anderson able to gain control of the puck with a shot. Easy save for Eunice Korpisalo. Neither of these teams have the greatest goaltending tandems in the SIHL, but so they've been relying a lot on their offense and defense for the results that you've seen here tonight. Just able to rip one, but he whiffed on it completely into the hands of Derek England as he gained control of the loose puck. Able to feed out as England took an angle with speed. McCabe able to steal it away pretty quickly. Ryan Hartman back down the other way for the Philadelphia Falcons, able to move along the right wing boards. Ryan Hartman back checks early, but he got the pass to McTavish, shot there to save. Down the corner was Hagelin over to Andre Savin. I see you over to Will Borgen. Borgen over the line. Kuzmenko on the backhand shot. One, I believe that was off the mask. Korpisalo over top of the goal. Johnson knocked off his center. Here's pull up. Picking back up. McTavish on the backhand. Stops up. He shoots and a save. Morgan gets it back along back out to center. Matthew Joseph at the Columbus Chill. From Costin over the line into Philly territory, but Torker takes it back. Back along the right wing. The Philadelphia Falcons there. Charlotte Cordell knocked off. Penalty on the way against the Columbus Chill. Third power play today for the Falcons. Columbus Chill have not had a power play yet. And the penalty will go to Clem Costin. He's going off for tripping. Time to retire Costin, there's a sign. A fan is holding along the boards of the penalty box. On the away side specifically. On the face-off one, the show up on the penalty kill to start off. One's open there trying to get it out, but he's unable to find a lane to do so. Able to poke it out at the center, but doesn't really do too much. He's able to get it right back on the red line. Panarin this time able to go down the ice. And gonna dump it in deep. Sorry about the burp. McCabe is over there to Andre Plot along the left side boards. Past the benches, Plot move back to the middle. Johnson right behind him with a shot and a save of the glove by Jesper Blomqvist. Keeps it a 1-goal game for the Columbus Chill. As McTavish on that top power play line facing Myers for the Columbus Chill. McTavish for Philadelphia. McTavish able to win it for the Falcons. Torrey Krug in the middle with a shot missed out by a mile. Scooped up by Matthew Joseph in the corner. With a kick it to his teammate. Myers gets there first. He's unable to hold on. It's kept in by Hartman as they regain control. The shot wide of the goal. Hartman a rebound in front, wide of the net. Back along the whistling boards. Clear down the way down the ice. They'll go all the way deep into the Philly zone. So through there. 56 seconds of the power play, so we're over halfway through it. Hartman over the line. Try to move to the middle, but Ryder trying to find a lane. He found one, but not a great one. Easy save there on the backhand. Tried to do it again. And the backhand did not work out too well. Time ticking away on the power play for the Falcons. Hold on to a slim 3-2 lead. And Sprider able to move through center with McTavish. Slap shot and a glove save by Jesper Blomqvist. We'll have another face-off. 27 seconds to go on the Falcons power play. 13-14 to go in regulation. The Falcons mascot along the boards just inside the glass. Arlo Morgan for the Chile, to get out to center, but not too far. Right along the red line. Holmberg works it back. Morgan almost trying to get over that red line. It's not able to be done then without being turned over as Palat goes back the other way. Back into the offensive zone with McCabe. Right out in front, Palat with a shot and a save. Finds Holmberg back off the boards. Andrei Kuzmenko. Top of the right circle, poked away by Anders Lee behind the goal. Anders Lee over to Charlie Coyle. 12-10 to go. Time ticking away in Philadelphia in the third period. Backhand Tyler Johnson wide the net there. Johnson regains it back with Coyle. Coyle working to the front. He shoots. Easy save for Blomqvist. And we'll have another whistle this time to his left. Left of Jesper Blomqvist, that is. 11:39 to go. 39 shots for Philly. And just 29 for the Columbus Chill. Way off the draw. Philly's had more possession time overall. Shot there on the backhand save. And Palat behind the net. Back out in front. Coyle on the backhand. Over to Torrey Krug in the high slot. He shoots. Glove save by Blomqvist. 11:17 to go in the period. Off the draw, Mason McTavish against Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The face-off one, shot there, saved to the far side it goes. It's skipped up by Mason McTavish, able to go back down low in the corner. Chris Kreider battling there. Back in the trap is away. Tried to go out in front. I think it was McTavish going to save there. We'll have a whistle. To the left of Jesper Blomqvist. Very exciting atmosphere here in Philly. 3-2, Philadelphia, slim lead for the Falcons, as the Chill able to win the draw on their own end. And the Chill only down by one. Connor Garland over the line, able to move through center. Connor Garland lost it, kept it in the offensive zone. Panarin can't get a shot on goal, so he's forced to go to the far side corner. Back up by Anderson, able to rip one, staying to the near side goal. That thing was like 100 miles an hour on the slap shot. Panarin on the back end, right in front at the goal, but easy save of the pad there by Eunice Corpusalo. Less than half a period to go. Kreider over the line, the high slot. Shot there, blocker to the side to the corner. Anderson able to get it back for the Columbus Chill. A bit of a battle in there. Kreider up high. Gets flung by the Philadelphia Falcons. Hartman, McTavish on the back end. Good feed, Torrey Krug. Been quite the battle here in Philadelphia. Artemi Panarin on the back end, trying to move to the front, but there was no lane for him to do so. Columbus Chill on the line change. I think Philly will shortly be here as well. McTavish tried to have a breakaway. He almost did. But it didn't work out for him. The Falcons on the line change. Johnson, as the Falcons trying to get back down the ice into the offensive zone, but they're not able to do so very well. At the current moment, that is. Tyler Johnson, Coyle, they're tracking their own end, trying to get out. Coyle finally does on the right wing. He's on his backhand. He's got speed, but he's not on one arm. Finding Coyle, but it was broken up right in front of the net. We'll have an offside just barely along the corner, the top right corner of the zone, right along the blue line. Face off just outside the offensive zone. 7:17 to go in the third. 43 shots for Philly, just 30 for the Columbus Chill. Off the draw, Niels Lundqvist over to Klim Kostin. Matthew Joseph took it back there by Philly. Andre Plot moving cross ice. Dave in the corner behind his own net. Finds Roman Yossi back to Jay McCabe in the middle. McKay works from his own zone, feeding Johnson right to the front. He's going to break on the backhand, but Blomqvist says no. Tim Costin over to Sam Honzek. Philly regains possession as they've done about 100 times in this game. Battle for that loose puck. It's been quite the battle. Jesse Puyari, 5.5 to go in the third. Cannon over the line, but it's poked right back away. After to see you. Jordan Spencer over the blue line, looking for an option. He rips one, saving the corner it goes. Yossi there first. Commands the board, he's trying to run. Hagel, Kuzmenko, who's got it. Into the hands of Roman Yossi. Here's Puyarvi at the center. He's surrounded though, finding Tanev though. Right in the middle, shotgun save, just for Blomqvist. 4:25 to go in regulation. Philadelphia leading 3-1. Kuzmenko in the offensive zone. Brandon Tanev. It's the only game here tonight in the SIHL, the Summer Ice Hockey League. Athens see behind the goal. Yossi gets it back. Yossi. Over to feed McKay. Right lane, back cross ice to a bit of a zigzag pattern there. Into the hands of Artsevy Panarin. Finds Anderson. Columbus cycling well in the neutral zone. They move in the offensive zone with a bit of speed. Oh, what a big hit! And the Falcons get it back. Here's Hartman over the line. Poked away there in the corner. Quite the battle. Chill only down by 1 here. Keep that in mind. 2:38 to go. Columbus only down by 1. McTavish the turnover. McTavish. Hartman in front. And shot into the net. They score! Ryan Hartman. It counts. Third goal of the season for the Falcons. Somehow that's in. We won't have a review for some reason. But either way, it counts and the Falcons lead 4-2 near the final minutes of the third period. Just 2:15 to go. Hagel off the face-off. Columbus still now down by 2. With just 2 minutes remaining in the third. Hagel trying to get right to the front. Staying in the slot with a shot. That one cornered to the side before it could even get to the net. Back down low. Columbus cycle on the back end. Hagel, he tried to put one on goal, but did not do so. Well, he did, but he didn't get one between the putt just yet. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Mason McTavish the face-off top line out for both teams. McTavish out there off for the Philadelphia Falcons as they try to lock us down. Nuge, Garland, gonna save their Corpusalo soon. You should expect Blomqvist to go to the bench. McTavish and Nugent-Hopkins. On the face-off, it's England. No, he took a big hit, shot there to save. And to the bench goes Joe Blomqvist. Hartman the empty net. Shot wide of the goal. 6 attackers out. Nugent-Hopkins. 6 attackers out for the trip. Blomqvist at the bench. The net is empty for the Columbus Chill. Kept Johnson Palat looking for the empty net. Bullseye! First goal here for Andre Palat. For the Philadelphia Falcons, he seals the deal as the Chill now trail 5-2. And the Falcons lead by a 3-goal margin. So that puts the icing on the cake for the Falcons. So we'll take this one here on a Friday night. And 5-2 win over the Columbus Chill. Well, it's Columbus scores, of course, but that's what it's looking to be currently. But we still got probably more than half a minute left. Yeah, we do. We have 45 seconds left. I think they might try to go for another one. Milton down low in the corner. Yeah, they're going to try. Johnson down low in the corner. Fans stand on their feet for the final 30 seconds. Wilborgen over the line for Columbus. And Don takes it right back. Johnson over the line. Oh, what a move around. And a save. Far corner, Andre Palat on the backhand. Palat with a front shot in the forehand. Save Blomqvist. 10 seconds remain in this one. So the Columbus Chill are now only a point above the Philadelphia Falcons. And the Philadelphia Falcons are only 2 points behind Boston Heroes. So they're only 2 games. They're only about a game back of first place. Coyle in front, Shuther, and that'll do it, and the Falcons win. The Philadelphia Falcons defeat the Columbus Chill here on a Friday night. They defeat them by a final score of 5-2. So that's your hockey game. Philadelphia Falcons defeat the Columbus Chill here on a Friday night. 5-2. Glad to have you tuning in. You're listening to SIHL TV on your radio network. Postgame show next. Stick around. Glad to have you here on the SIHL TV and Radio Network for the postgame show. Philadelphia Falcons and the Columbus Chill here on a Friday night, August 21st. The Philadelphia Falcons defeat the Columbus Chill by a final score of 5-2. 48 shots for the Philadelphia Falcons, 37 for the Columbus Chill, 62 hits for Philly, 56 for Columbus, over 100 hits. A lot of hits in this ball game. Again, probably actual hits. Like real hits, probably lower. I don't like the way this game counts it, because those numbers are probably way higher than they should be. But I think they count every bump. You know, a lot of anything that's probably that counts. Oh yeah, that definitely counts as a hit. But you know, if you just bump up, two players just bump up a little bit against each other, that might also count as a hit. So that's probably what inflates those numbers to be as high as they are. Philadelphia had more possession time. They won more face-offs, 20 of 38. Columbus Chill did not have a power play in this game, so the Philadelphia Falcons stayed very, very clean. They stayed out of the box here tonight. Columbus Chill in the penalty box 3 times. The Falcons are 1 for 3 on the power play. So Philadelphia here had a really strong third period, and that's what was able to lock it down this lead. Because in the second period, that lead looked very. When they did get that lead after the Unders lead, 3-second power play goal, because they were only on the power play for 3 seconds. After that, until the period end, they looked very shaky with that 3-2 lead. And then in the third period, especially, they locked it down, especially when they got that 4th goal, and then the empty netter sealed the deal. So that's your pregame show. Pretty quick one here tonight. Glad to have you tuning in here on the SIHL TV and Radio Network. I'm Thomas, your host. Glad to have you. Good night. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. And have a good night.